Sir, I also expect that if Finance Minister could have been present at the time of our debate, it could have been better. Sir, the budget, which is of this year, 39.45 lakh crore, and total receipt is 22.84 lakh crore. So it is a deficit budget overall. What happened to the previous year budget, sir? I want to draw the attention of the House also. It was a budget of 34.83 lakh crore, and revised, it increased by 37.70 lakh crore. Sir, you know why this revised was lifted? Sir, here 51,791 crore towards settlement of outstanding guaranteed liabilities of Air India, including from capital expenditure of revised estimate. This 51,000 were paid by government to make Tata's passage clear. And Air India was sold to Tata's by only 18,000 crores. And to be proud, it has been mentioned in the budget speech. It is not my quote, it is a quote mentioned in the budget. So I think this portion of the budget should be prescribed as the joke of the budget 2022-23. Sir, this budget is presented by saying India towards 100, PM's vision. Sir, I comment it as a pious wishes. Sir, it is a budget of actually gravely disappointing. It contributes nothing to the common people. I will come gradually. It is long on promises, but short on effect. No sign of any overall reform reflected by this government in the budget. Sir, I prescribe this budget as a Sell India budget. Air India sold. Name of NILL, Nidachal Ispat Nigam Limited, has been mentioned in the budget speech, sold. LIC's public issues are going to be proposed to be sold. Sir, what is happening so far? The public sector undertakings are concerned. In our country, there are Navaratna type of public sector undertakings, Maharatna type of public sector undertakings, Ratna type of public undertakings, Mini Ratna type of public sector undertakings. But this government is in a mood to sell out all the public sectors. Dayanidhi mentioned the names, so I don't go to the names in details. But why, sir? We totally oppose this idea of the government of this disinvestment. We totally oppose the sale of the profit-making public sector undertakings at least. What is the reason that government is going to even sell out portion of LICs? Sir, LIC is a jewel crown asset of the country. LIC is the largest asset manager of this country. Sir, its asset is about 31 lakh crore balance sheet. About State Bank of India's balance sheet, which is 39.51 lakh crore. That the balance sheet of LIC as equivalent to the central budget amount. Central budget is of 35 lakh crore. So why should we touch this type of sectors? So banks are in an uncertain position. People are keen to know that what is the fate and future of the banks of this country, which was nationalized once by great leader Indira Gandhi. Now, is there any thought or idea of this government to go for denationalize the banks again? To hand over these LICs, banks altogether? The basic economic policy of the government, I apprehend that it is going to take completely another shape. All attempts are there to see that all past records, all past history are being lifted. These issues can be taken up. I apprehend, sir. Banks, LICs, coal were nationalized. This can be also given to the private parties. Sir, cryptocurrency. How you will introduce in a country like ours? Sir, cryptocurrency is a risk. They are going to introduce a bill in this session. It is a gambling type currency. People are not aware of cryptocurrency, what it is. Sir, without sending this cryptocurrency bill to the standing committee, this government has a habit to place, without discussion it is passed. In this case, I want from the very beginning, digital rupee, what is that? So we all have to take serious thoughts, ideas, and Honorable Finance Minister had to explain. Sir, unemployment at its skyrocketed height. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary was telling that day it has come down from 2 crores to 60 lakhs. Your commitment in this budget. Sir, there is no increase for 100 days jobs. Manrega, the most accepted policy of the government, at least inspired unemployed people of the country. No signal for this 100 days jobs. Youths, and it is taking a very negative side that it can be withdrawn also. What I would propose, MSMEs are to be given more
Sudip
time.
ji, एक second.
My second speaker is also there, Kollan Banerjee. He will speak, I will.
Zero are also included.
So, Madam, Sir, MSMEs are to be given more financial support. MSMEs can generate employment. Big industries, this government should not run behind the big industries who are near and dear to them. Big industries at this stage, at this juncture, this condition of the country cannot be very effective, and they cannot deliver employment facilities which MSMEs can. The government should give prior intimation, priority to the sector. Sir, Prime Minister Gati Shakti, what are these nine engines? What are these engines? Airport, railway, port, mass transport, I think 9. Waterways and logistics, 7. Infrastructures are proposed to pull forward Indian economy. Sir, I want to know from the government, how many airports you have sold? Just to tell, I am asking a straight question. Airports have been sold. How many I want to hear from the government? And you are going to develop your economy through airports? You are to remain answerable to this House. Sir, you know, one type of godowns are going to be established in this country. Its names are silo godowns. What are these godowns? These will be set up by steel structure, 50,000 metric tons to 5 lakh metric tons for protection of food grains in a better way. I appreciate it because I am the chairman of this Food Public Distribution Consumer Affairs Standing Committee. But sir, all these silos, whether it is in Bangalore or it is in Gujarat or in Maharashtra, have been handed over to one Mr. Adani, no other else. I propose to the government, you set up these silo projects, but consult with the state government. Take ideas from there. It is being looked after by FCI, but this system is running very fast, speedily. Sir, black money, parallel black money economy is still operating in the country. What benefit we achieved from the demonetization? Piyush Goyal ji made a statement in February 2019 that rupees 1.3 lakh crore had been recovered through various anti-black money measures, including demonetization. It is not a failure. Demonetization, with a huge enthusiasm, government announced, declared, but only 1.3 lakh crore was recovered. Sir, what about the black money kept in Switzerland? What agreement Switzerland and Government of India have made to each other? Still now, US dollar 12 trillion is in Switzerland illegally. I want to know from the government. Are you negotiating with the Switzerland government? From our young age, we are habituated to hear Swiss bank पे money होता है. This Swiss bank के साथ क्या agreement हुआ? और वो एग्रीमेंट के बारे में हम लोग कब ये ब्लैक मनी वापस ले सकते हैं? 15 लाख रुपया का वापसी हर बैंक अकाउंट का पीछे, ये कमिटमेंट, ये डिक्लेरेशन तो बीजेपी पार्टी ने चुनाव का पहले दिया था. तो कम से कम स्विट्जरलैंड के बारे में ब्लैक मनी तो रेस्क्यू करो, रिकवर करो. फ्यूल का प्राइस राइज इज गोइंग अप. पेट्रोल, डीजल, डोमेस्टिक गैस, nowhere to ask, nobody to respond. Why? They are autonomous body. You cannot ask questions. Why it is not increasing now? Because Uttar Pradesh election is ahead. We apprehend when Uttar Pradesh election will be over, prices of fuel may go up at any level. We want commitment from the government that wherever it is stopped, let it be stopped, or make a rollback on the price. We from the bench of the opposition make a demand that price rise which have happened up till now should be rolled back at whatever percentage of cost price it may be. Sir, big ideas, big proposals, big assurances cannot make this section, the common people, happy. Sir, cooperative federalism issue has been raised. I just want to also say, the policy of the government in this budget has been declared that investment to financial assistance of states will be increased from rupees 10,000 crore to rupees 1 lakh crore up to 22-23%. What will happen? What is the roadmap of allotment of this 1 lakh crore of money? Whether it will go to Gujarat or Maharashtra or to Karnataka or to where? Sir, after independence, our eastern India, regionally very broadly exploited in Indian economy. We are exploited, whole of eastern region. People look for those states which are flourished, which are well equipped. But we must claim that these rupees 1 lakh crore, we want to know from the government that which state is going to be allocated, what amount of money. I'll finish. I normally don't speak, don't worry, sir. What for Central Vista? Achana. How much money have been spent? Sir, big buildings like Vigyan Bhavan, National Museum, National Cultural Center of type of buildings, all have been demolished. There is no Vigyan Bhavan today. All have been demolished. Another 6 new buildings are going to be constructed. What for? What is the total amount have been allotted to decorate Rajpath? Sir, I must make a demand, which I should all political parties once supported. अमित शाह जी आप भी है सर, थोड़ा एक मेरा डिमांड सुन के जाइए. फिनेंस मिनिस्टर नहीं है तो आप कोई बोले. What is the thinking of the government, sir? Sir, आपको भी बोलते हैं. What is the thinking of the government regarding state funding of elections? Once Indrajit Gupta was the chairman of the committee. That committee broadly placed that all recognized political parties will be extended support for their candidates to contest the election. It was also an all-party resolution supported by both ruling party and the opposition. Sir, I propose to you also to consult it in the cabinet or to the party, whatever form it may be, that think over for the state funding of elections. It is very much necessity at this time. Sir, I lastly shall conclude that what about the Pegasus agreement? Nowhere it is being discussed at all. Whether it is a fact, whether it has happened, whether we have come to any agreement with Israel, and it is not less than a 200 crore US dollar agreement. My Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, very utterly commented upon this budget that it is a Pegasus spin budget. But I describe it as a cosmetic type of budget. So whether it is a Pegasus type, or it is a cosmetic type, or it is a Sell India type budget, we want to hear from Honorable Finance Minister. Today, Modi ji observation, his speech I heard from first to end, a total battle between Prime Minister and our Adil Ranjan. Many other speakers spoke many things. They requested me to make this issue alive over here once. Why not Prime Minister responded to any other opposition party leader? Is it any understanding between the two? Either between the two parties, which is sometimes alleged. Sir, thank you very much for allowing me exceeding my time for some more. My next speaker, Kullan Banerjee, will speak tomorrow. Don't cut any of his time, sir. My request, I do not support the budget. Thank you, sir.